While the Bosnian capital Sarajevo hovers between war and peace, the southern city of Mostar has enjoyed a 4-month truce. After a war that's destroyed much of the historic city, the task of rebuilding is finally underway. And for the people who live in Mostar, there's now hope that life is gradually returning to normal.
The town of Mostar was decimated in some of the worst fighting which set the Muslims against the Serbs and then against the Croats. Now, with a budget from the European Commission of £26 million, there's hope that reconstruction can get underway. The job ahead is a daunting one for those who've taken on the task. Hans Koschnick, former German mayor of Bremen, is the new administrator for the town.
I'm hopeful. I will never come to Mostar if I not see the prospect. Here's a chance. Of course. For 4 weeks, I would say the chance is 52% to 48. Heute, I want to see the chance is 60% to 40. 40 is a big problem, of course. But if you see the needs of the people, if you see in which damaged situations are living, then you can't stay at home.
His optimism is not echoed by the people of Mostar.
He
came here to do a job, but will the people go along with him? Nobody's asked us. It's the politicians who are deciding.
He won't do it. Not just Koschnick, but any other European. A civilizing influence won't make any impact here. It just can't.
The reason for this pessimism is that they've seen their historic town destroyed. The famous 500-year-old Stari Most bridge, which linked the east and west banks of the Neretva River, was blown up last November, leaving the Muslims cut off, which is how they are today. The new European administration, based here on the front line of West Mostar, has an uphill struggle ahead if it's to fulfill its aims of working with both East and West Mostar in the push for reconstruction. For months, people have lived in a ghetto without water or electricity. Now the main services are being reconnected. Drinking water is being pumped to houses, new pipes will be slung across the river to get water from the west to the east bank, and the electricity lines are being repaired. Jerry Hume of UNHCR is renowned as the hero of East Mostar. He kept the town alive during the worst fighting and now welcomes the new administration.
For a start, there will, I hope, be some money to do something about the reconstruction and to get this city, which is in such a very poor state, back into a livable condition on both sides of the river.
Cafes have reopened close to the famous Stari Most bridge, and rock music blares out where once there were the sounds of war. Tourist shops have reopened in the passageways, selling a motley collection of antiques and relics. There aren't any tourists now, but the optimism is there. Fresh bread is being made for the first time in a year by a British charity, War Child. They've set up diesel-fired ovens to bake 1,800 loaves a day. 14 locals work with them, and the bread is delivered to the soup kitchens and refugee centres for free distribution. While the peace lasts, there is hope. The beaches are filled with sunbathers. Young Bosnian soldiers are shedding their uniforms to dive off the Stari Most bridge. But while the east and west banks stand divided, the one affluent, the other a ghetto, there's still a long way to go. Vivian Morgan, BBC News, Mostar.